Hey everybody, it's Natalina here, and as I promised, I've got another video for you today. This one might be a little bit more in line with what most of you are doing for a short vacation, okay? Whereas opposed to normally when I'm doing my videos, excuse me, I'm packing for a longer period of time and it's work, okay? So this time it's not work. This time I'm traveling for 8 days to Europe, to France specifically. It's August, so it's going to be hot. I'm going for a wedding and also a little bit of touring in between. So other than the wedding, pretty casual. And so for me, this is really easy to travel with just a carry-on bag and one personal item. So I want to get into a little bit more detail maybe about what a travel capsule wardrobe consists of, or a typical travel wardrobe for me. And that's very, very important if you want to travel light. Okay, so as you know, I have my packing cubes, which I absolutely love. I normally do one for just bottoms and one just for tops, okay? I'm actually going to try, because I'm only going 8 days, I'm actually going to try and fit it all in one, and I think I might be able to do it, because the other items, which I'll just insert now to a still shot that I'll share in a minute, is basically the other items that I have to bring, and those consist of dress shoes for the wedding, a cocktail dress for the wedding as well, that I purposely chose a non-wrinkle fabric and I rolled it up. I'll show you how I did it. And then I have a small little clutch purse for the wedding as well. And what I did was, to save space, is I'm putting all my jewelry in the little bag. Okay, so all my costume jewelry for the entire 8 days. There was enough space in this little clutch bag, so it kind of serves two purposes. And anyways, I'll show you that now, how I did that. Also add that on the very bottom of the bag, I put in my trusty raincoat. And for anyone that has a true raincoat, you'll understand how valuable that is, especially on a vacation. It can really make or break your holiday, because if you get a real big downpour, you don't have to worry about buying umbrellas, etc. You have your trusty raincoat that can also serve as a warm layer if you happen to have a cool evening or cool daytime. And when I say a trusty raincoat, I mean one with a hood. It's got vents in it as well, so you don't get hot, especially in August. Anyways, I invested in a true raincoat over a year ago, and yeah, I haven't looked back. It's been great. It always goes in the bottom of my bag with hopes that we won't need it. Okay, so let's actually pack the bag now. I'm going to start with bottoms. Okay, so something that's very, very important is when you're packing separates for a trip, everything has to have more than one use. It has to be able to be worn numerous times. The only exception, of course, is a cocktail dress for a wedding. Everything else are separates, and for me, those colors are white, black, and blue. So all my bottoms, my skirts, my pants, my shorts, those are all either black, white, or blue. And then I have different tops that will coordinate. Okay, so it is going to be warm. It's going to be fairly casual. So I've got a white skirt. I've got a black, this is a black skirt as well, but it's performance fabric, so a little sporty for bike riding or walks, etc. Something really casual. Then I have a little cotton black skirt that can be coordinated and dressed up as well with some dressy shoes. Then I've got some navy blue shorts. And then last but not least, I've got some white wide leg pants that I've rolled. Okay, so I've rolled those after I press them, so they'll stay fairly flat and not get wrinkled. Okay, so I will roll some items, and some items I will fold. So that one I'm going to roll, and I'm going to tuck in the side. Okay, and then next, so those are all my bottoms for 8 days. Okay, I might adjust just so it fits in perfectly. I might, maybe I'll roll these shorts. Maybe not actually. Maybe I'll tuck one of my tops in there. Okay, so that's done. I have one casual black dress that I can dress up or down, and it's performance fabric as well, so I can wear it with running shoes, and it can be very sporty, or I can throw a jacket and some jewelry on it and it's a little bit more dressy with some sandals to go out for dinner. I'll pile that on top, and then those are basically all my bottoms and one dress. Okay, so now we're going to move into our tops, which are more patterned. I tend to not wear a lot of pattern bottoms, more patterns in the top. So those will all coordinate with these. So when I count it out, I'm there 8 days. I end up with way more than 8 combinations. So that means although I might repeat a piece, I don't need to repeat a complete outfit unless I want to, of course, which I sometimes do depending on comfort level and temperature, etc. Okay, so let's move on to our tops. Okay, first up, t-shirts. So basic white t-shirt can just get folded and put in because we don't need to worry about that. And then a multicolored t-shirt with, you guessed it, navy blue, white, and black. So it'll match all the bottoms. Those go in next. And then I have my tops that I roll that are more likely to wrinkle. Okay, this is where we're at so far. You can see everything's stacked except for the one rolled pair of pants. And then this space at the top, that's where I'm going to put my rolled tops. Okay, we're back. And now I have some tops or shirts that I've pressed because they're more likely to wrinkle. I'm going to put them in that nice little gap spot I have because they're rolled up. So the first one is mostly white with a little bit of blue, so that'll coordinate with a couple of items. I could also put it with the black. It's rolled up so it won't wrinkle. Those of you that have watched my other videos know that I prefer to iron things before I travel, and that's just simply because when I'm working, it's really unpredictable. When you're a tour director, you never know what's going to happen, what you're going to have to deal with. So, you know, you could have you could have a last minute cancellation or something, and you're on the phone, you're dealing with things. The last thing I want in the morning when I have to get ready is to have to iron my clothes. So everything's ironed before I go. If it needs to be touched up, I'll just touch it up in the hotel room. And I carry that over to my vacations too because I just like it. It's ready to go, and I'll just touch them up if I need to. Okay, then I've got another little sleeveless top with multicolors that matches all my colors. Any of these tops with buttons down the middle, of course I can layer those with tank tops or just little cotton shells, again in white. I have white, black, and blue is what I have. So that'll coordinate with the bottoms that I have, works very well. This little dressy top I love because it doesn't wrinkle at all. It's got sleeveless with a bow in the front. It matches those big wide cotton pants that are rolled in the side here. I'll wear those to the cocktail party the night before the wedding with my dress shoes. I'll add some accessories and it'll be dressy enough, but I can wear the shirt with some of the other bottoms. I can wear the bottoms with some other tops more casually, but in this case we'll dress it up. Okay, so I'll roll that up. It won't wrinkle at all. This one here is a favorite piece, and this is a trick to traveling light. If you get these little pieces like this that are super light, this is like a cottony gauze fabric. So it's cut like a denim jacket, but it's made of like a really, really fine cotton. And I've pressed it, so that's why I'm going to roll it. But I really like that because it doesn't weigh very much, and I can layer it up on top of even a tank top and a little skirt with some jewelry. And it looks a lot nicer, but it won't add any heat with an extra layer because it is so light. Protect you from the sun a little bit as well. So this is a really nice one that doesn't weigh much, a nice little layer. So there we go. So we're doing good. I think I'm going to be able to do this in one large bag. I have a couple more things to add that are also multi-purpose. I'll show you, but in the meantime, the only other little cube I have is this little one, and that's got underclothes, socks, pajamas, those little shell tops I was talking about, and that one's pretty packed up. And so I'll only have like the 2 cubes, so this can easily go in there. All these pieces can be washed very easily in the sink if I have to, if something gets dirty. Otherwise, I may not even have to do any laundry because I'm only gone 8 days. So it's only if something gets dirty and I want to rewear it. Because when I'm mixing and matching my outfits with the separates, and as you can see, they're all going to coordinate. I'm there 8 days, so I make sure that I have more than 8 combinations with all the pieces, and I have more than 8 combinations. So I really actually could travel with less than this if I want. But the way I'm doing it, I can repeat a piece if I want, but I never have to repeat the entire complete outfit. Okay, not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, I'm traveling with my kids. I do enjoy dressing and accessorizing and things like that. It's not everybody's thing, so I could have actually traveled with even less than this for 8 days. Okay, so let me just check a couple, or rather, let me just grab a couple more things that I want to show you before we close off. Okay, so I've got this large black scarf, very light, as you can see. And again, keeping with the theme of trying to use everything multi-purpose, this will actually be a wrap for the wedding for my dress, because it's short sleeves, so it's cool in the evening, or if the air conditioning's cool, I can just drape this over. But I can also use this as a cover-up on my bathing suit. So one of the things also in this bag with pajamas, underclothes, I've got a bathing suit in there. So this, in a pinch, could be a cover-up as well, because it's going to be hot. We'll likely be swimming either in the lake or if there's a pool at the hotel, any of the hotels we're staying in. But again, make sure almost everything, as much as you can, serves more than one purpose. So pretty much, for this trip, everything in here really does that, except for the one cocktail dress for the actual wedding, which can't be avoided. So there you go. That's this portion rather of the video. I'm going to show you how I put this together in my carry-on bag, and then we'll do our personal item. Okay, we've got our big packing cube packed in and our little packing cube, and you can see I've now secured the strap really tightly across because you want to keep this all as tight as possible. I still have this whole other section here, so I'm really excited actually, because normally this bag is just bursting because I'll travel for a month. So I've got lots of room, so I'll be able to put more things in here and less in my personal item. I still have this whole section with the zipper right here. Plus, you can see by the depth of how high this is here, I still have all that room in the top. So this is an expandable bag. It's currently, it's currently expanded. I can actually bring it down to the smaller size and not expand it, which makes it much easier to fit in an overhead bin. And it also leaves room then if I buy any souvenirs to bring back. Hooray, I'm really excited actually. This is going really well. So let's carry on. Okay, it's time to add the last final things to this bag, and then we will close it up. So I'm going to add a small cube here as well. This has my over-the-counter drugs and first aid stuff. Basically, some toiletries. Not makeup though, or my liquids, because that'll have to go into my personal item. So then same, we will secure this up tight. Then in the top portion that we haven't used yet, I will put in this backpack purse that's perfect for travel, because I can use it both as a purse and as a backpack. I can even wear it in the front of my body if I'm on like a crowded subway and I want to be extra vigilant that no one dips into my backpack. Also my hat, and this bag is done. So tomorrow I will pack my personal item and I'll go through that with you, and we should be good to go. Okay, here we go. My personal item bag, you've seen this before. Little compartment at the bottom that I can remove or leave on. I've left it on here, and so this is the little piece down here that you can take on or off. Nice little compartment. I've got some flat shoes in there that fit nicely. Okay, and then in the upper compartment I've got makeup. These are medication type creams that are exempt from the liquids that I can pull out over and above my 1 liter, so I have to have them accessible. These are my electronics. You'll see I've marked that on there. So I've got all my charging cords, I've got my converters for Europe, etc. And actually I've got a whole whack of them in there because I'm bringing some for my kids. And then I want to tell you about this little container. This I love. This is a little bag that I have everything in here that I'll need for the long haul. So headphones, face mask, earplugs, any medications that I might need, Kleenex, things like that. Any little, toothbrush, toothpaste if I want to brush my teeth in the morning. So this little thing, as soon as I get on the plane, I pull this out and I put it in the little slot in front of my seat, just for easy access. I also have my European SIM card in there, so before I land, I can switch it out and take my Canadian SIM card out and put my European SIM card in, okay? So that's really important. I just like to organize that so that I'm not having to keep taking my bag out to rummage through for stuff that I need during the flight, okay? So that's there. Then I've got my liquids, which I'm gonna give you a link to how I pack those and some tips. So that's all my liquids, gels, aerosols that are limited to 1 liter bag and 100 milliliters each. So that's in there as well. And then I think I'll just fit that. That's my refillable water bottle, and that'll go on there as well. So there you have it, folks. That's my personal item, and I'll show you what everything looks all together. My 2 bags for 8 days, where though really I probably have enough clothes to last me like a full 2 weeks. So there's no reason why anyone could do this, or could not do this rather. And I do, as a rule, try and have at least 1 apartment style accommodation. So if I need to do a load of wash, especially when I have 2 back-to-back tours, in this case, we do have some Airbnb style accommodation. So if I need to wash any clothes, I can certainly do that. Okay, I want to talk about my travel attire for on the plane tomorrow. I've got my stuff laid out. So comfortable walking shoes are always a must, for obvious reasons, going through the airport, etc. Then I've got some linen pants with a drawstring or elastic waist, super comfortable. Think anything close to pajama pants works really well. I do like long pants because I find the plane on a long haul overnight, I find it a little bit cool. Something that may not be so obvious is a bra that doesn't have underwire in it. Yeah, think about security. So I breeze through security. I don't wear any of my bangle bracelets or jewelry that would cause an issue. And likewise, I've learned that underwire bras pull you out of the line and it takes a little longer. So I wear something comfortable as well, to be sleeping as well. This is a NYX, which I find very comfortable and does the job. Then I've got a long, comfortable short sleeve t-shirt for on the plane. And then I've got a cotton jacket. This is a structured jacket, like a blazer style, but it's made of like a t-shirt material, so it's super comfortable, and it just gives me a little bit of long sleeve coverage for on the plane. Then I've also got my little security, I don't know what you call that. It's like a money belt, but it's security belt, I guess, or security, I don't know what that's called exactly, because it's not a belt. It's the type that you hang around your neck, and it's got different compartments on it. I really like it for my valuables, especially if I'm traveling by myself and I'm going to be sleeping. The whole time you're sleeping, you don't have to worry about it. And then, of course, everything here can be used again on my trip. So the t-shirt, the pants, probably won't need the jacket, but it is nice for both long hauls. And then, of course, the light sneaker style shoe for the trip as well will be used when I'm bike riding, etc. So all pieces we can use again, but all comfortable and taking security in mind as well. Well, I had an amazing trip and all the clothes worked out fine. So wishing you happy travels.